Greetings to my team of 144 and all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. It is 11252019, November 25th, 2019. Another day, beautiful waves coming into the field. Yesterday on the transmission, I spoke briefly about part of the new vision of the new Earth coming through as about reconnecting with our sacred loved ones that have transitioned in the past, being reunited. And last night I visited with my nephew in the higher realms, James, which I'll tell you a quick story at the end of this transmission. We have a lot to cover today. Then also I found out yesterday how coming into this realm at birth, I was trying to come in arse backwards, which I'll tell you at the end of this transmission. Quick story. I want to get into what is manifesting here in this realm today. The Schumann resonance chart was more quiet. It quieted down at 20 hertz. Last couple days we got some blasts, I think up to 68 hertz. But some interesting patterns on the Schumann chart and the image. Some waves and some new patterns coming in. So I'll post that at the end of this video. Then also significant in the past 24 hours on earthquaketrack.com. 111 earthquakes in the past 24 hours, M1.5 or greater. And some of these significance, some very deep earthquakes. One in Alaska Peninsula, it was a 3.2 magnitude, but it was 174 kilometers depth, which is 108 miles deep, 108 miles depth of this movement of Pachamama. We had a 4.6 in Indonesia, which is 53 kilometers depth. A 3.7, which is also significant, which was 19 kilometers. So we had a 37 and the 19 in Baja, California, Mexico. Pachamama in the south. Then we had a 3.4, 10 kilometers depth in Alaska. 5.4 magnitude, 49 kilometers in Papua New Guinea. A 3.1, 5 kilometers depth, much more shallow in Texas. And then a 3.1, 6 kilometers in California. And the largest today, a 5.4 in Papua New Guinea, which was the one previous that I mentioned. So a lot of movement around the Ring of Fire again. So we'll get right into the transmissions for today. We'll start with Jupiter and Venus at the Galactic Center, the opening of the infinite unfolding of true life by Crystal and Indigo Guide to the Galaxy. From Athens, November 23, 2019, The Eternal Life. Global Meditation at the Acropolis, 16th November. What took place? Dear all, today's alignment of Jupiter and Venus to the Galactic Center is connected to the global meditation we did on the 16th. Many messages were given that are multi-layered. It is not possible to write everything that took place as there were too many, but these are the focus points. Here is what took place. As we started our meditation on the 16th November, the spirit guides informed me that they had already prepared a great undertaking for that day. They said that many of the people who replied to this calling needed help in many different ways and that this was orchestrated with the will of their higher self. So they first showed me how they had set 5D teams with different specialists waiting for all of those who would come in the crystalline pyramid of the Acropolis. These teams were for healing, alignment, purification, exorcism, mission activation, etc., depending on what each person needed. They then informed me that not all who came would be able to become a pillar of the holy light yet, and those who could and were energetically ready would be aligned to different coordinations in order for the reception to start. While on preparation of our light bodies, we experienced a heart opening through the Galactic Center, and our hearts connected to many, many other galaxies that appeared in many different color vibrations. These are worlds that we are collectively now opening to, and also in these worlds we hold our other parts of ourselves that will now connect and help us with remembering and ascension. These other galaxies and worlds were not accessible to humanity, and humanity had lost connection to them. What is important to notice is that there was not any black, empty space in between these galaxies and worlds. These were colorful galaxies that emitted the most sweet, happy, and vibrant light in many different colors. This was the true universe opening up in our hearts. As we aligned to 5D, 6D, 7D coordinations, a warm and serene feeling filled up my being. Those ready started coming together. We were transferred to the new coordinates of Jupiter's Zeus portal. We created a harmonic formation with our light bodies, that of a huge pyramid shape. This pyramid-shaped formation started birthing many other pyramids endlessly, and within this flow of energy, the light of Zeus appeared. As we found our bodies within the field of his aura, we were being healed in all aspects of our being. Just by standing there, we were being cured of all imbalances. The light of his presence was blinding. The message that follows was given by our Holy Father, Jupiter, Zeus. After a long time, struggles and efforts of many, I come here again. This is the closing of a great cycle. This ancient portal is opening again. The reason of my return as the presence of the divine male is to create and absolutely secure the ground, space, and right conditions for the complete return of the goddess on earth. This is my intention and purpose. For this I am back. Know that anything that is not of the organic and natural law of the true universe will be vanished. Let all illusions fall away. Let hopes or expectations of your future go. Let memories of the past dissolve. Come to the here and now. Surrender totally your being to the true light, because that is the only true existence. Know that everything will turn upside down. See your 12-stranded DNA unfolding, your 24-stranded DNA. As he was sharing these words with us, pillars of true light started appearing, coming down from the center of the galaxy. These pillars of light came straight from the heart of Logos, of the Creator. They were of a light blue-white fluorescent substance and carried unbelievable amount of information. They were coming to Earth also in a pyramid shape. We each entered one pillar. At first we started feeling and breathing this blue-whitish fluorescent light, and gradually each cell and each organ of all our bodies received it also. The last part that received this light was our bones. We became one with this light very calmly and harmoniously, and once this was done, we then all connected hand in hand, creating a very forceful, never-ending, unfolding field. And he continued, "This light is of the pure, holy fire. Be conscious of its substance, as it has tremendous power. It is not something to play with or force in your bodies. Each needs to handle it with great responsibility according to their awakening stage. Each one of you from now on, as you carry this light, will be responsible only of their self and nobody else. See yourselves rejuvenating." At this point, we saw great explosions happening inside of our bodies. As we were receiving the holy light, multi-dimensional activations were happening inside of our being simultaneously. We all connected through the holy light. We held hands. He continued, "You have now become one great unified force of light. You have created the new reality of true life on earth. Have no doubt this world is collapsing along with all distorted ideas and structures. Hold no hopes any more for the old ways. Count not on organizations, foundations, enterprises, governments, and structures of any kind that are functioning under the old 3D energy still. Egocentric mindsets and strategies cannot stand anymore. War is over, since the divine masculine that is back on earth will not participate anymore. Those who do not hold good intentions for the whole are losing their powers. They will also go. Do not be sad or disturbed, as this is a natural correction. Do not lose time and energy in this. There is no reason for it. Be free. Open your new path to true life and abundance and happiness. And together with you will come all the people who are aligned with the truth. All true sisters and brothers will come together again in the physical. Many of you are working all these years separately, but now you will come together from all around the world and meet each other again. Great events are expected to happen that will upset humanity greatly. When this happens, you all need to hold your center. Stay calm and in peace. This will be your work as light beings on the ground. There will be a second gathering announced soon here at this portal, and you will then work on the columns of light as twin flame forces. There are certain light codes that will follow the grounding of the columns of light. These codes are pulsating at the etheric field of Earth and have not yet been released. When the time comes for these light codes to completely be released, Then you will all have been fully awakened and self-realized. This will happen gradually, but in a fast pace from now on. When these codes open, you will experience great ecstasy. A big celebration will take place. He then gifted us all with his light code and showed us where his portal truly is and informed us that the second part of this alignment will soon take place. The water we carried was blessed, and besides drinking it, we were guided to also pour it to wherever we intuitively felt. Those who became pillars of light on this day and many others that will be in the near future are now connected in a totally new flow formation in the energy field of the holy light. This is an accelerating flow, and it is the transportation field from one reality to another. This new flow is never-ending unfolding of life that leads to the total return home. Last April 2019, we took our first step, entering true life collectively, and by now our whole being is in it. This new flow light formation, coming from the center of the galaxy, comes straight from the heart of Logos, and is pulling our whole being in true life with safety. Our aura will start changing. Our souls got this. These are terms that are helping us greatly and are here to ensure our transition and safety. Presence of Jupiter, Zeus, is very significant at this moment, and the purpose of his return signals the end of preparation for the male and the readiness to take action, position, and bring Logos on earth. Goddess awaits for this to be realized now. She then will walk fully on earth again. This is such exciting news. Let's take some time to absorb this change. Please take it easy, as this energy is not something to play with. It has tremendous powers. We have become pillars of the holy light, and soon many brothers and sisters will become too. The holy light, as it carries the essence of true life, travels fast, and everyone will commune it. Humanity has entered a new stage of existence. Thank you for your presence and participation. The second part will be announced shortly. Blessings of love and union in this important day for all. Irene. And from Laura Pleiadian, New Moon, November 26, 2019, in Sagittarius, Expansion of Awareness. This new moon on November 26, 2019 is at 11:05 a.m. AST. This is a powerful new moon, and its impact will last until the December 26th new moon and solar eclipse, which will begin a new cycle. A new beginning? What will it be for you? The energies and the frequency impulses are intense in their frequency, and we have potentials swinging on many levels and some opposing levels also. Nothing is out to get you ever, although it may seem like that if things do not go the way you want. What is valuable to know is the non-local you, the eternal you, is always present to help you align with the truth of your being. In the separated belief state, there is always a sense of lack and suffering to get to where we want to be. Yet where you want to be is here now, and be the one that you truly are. This sounds easy. To move up the levels of frequency, awareness will become more and more engaged, and a sense of sleeping through life as in non-awareness will begin to vanish. Having said all that, we have some major shifts coming through, either for success or downfall. Going back to what I was saying in the beginning, if in a state of separation through beliefs, nothing is good enough and never satisfies. What you desire is the true you, and the frequency result that brings is the mirroring of this you reality. So the aspects and or triggers for you this coming month are Mars opposite Uranus, unexpected change, anger, resentment, hostility. Violence are what is on the tables for some. This is one of the most disruptive aspects in astrology. So be present, stay in your heart, and be aware. The Sun, quincunx Uranus, brings the frequency of excitement and also potential pressure and disruption. Again, all of this is based on your own frequency and response to those frequencies. And quincunx, that's a strange word. I had to look that up. Word in astrology. The Sun quincunx is an arrangement of 5 objects with 4 at the corners of a square or rectangle and a 5th at its center, used for the 5 on the dice or playing cards or in planting trees. An aspect of 150 degrees equivalent to 5 zodiacal signs. So that is in astrology. The Sun is quincunx Uranus. Ultimately, all that takes place is for the benefit of all, no matter the feelings and reactive, responsive outcomes, as we are all here for the evolution and expansion through the Earth program and DNA consciousness ascension. All that are here have signed up and continue on until their ascension is complete. We are all interacting non-locally through this computer-like program. With this new moon leading up to the winter solstice on December 21st to 22nd, the celebration of greater light, and Christmas Day, and we bless you now in your sojourn through this program. We activate you in this union and alchemical marriage, where you live as the one you eternally are now. We do this through love, and this we activate you now. This is from Laura Pleiadian, the new divinehumanity.com. And a very powerful code mantra update from Gaia Portal. Appearances are abandoned as the righteous guide. Standards of illumination are learned and followed. 100th monkey has been reached. Humanity awakens fully. The grand awakening accelerates. So really feel into that. Brothers and sisters of light, we have reached the 100th monkey, which is critical mass, which is the tipping point as humanity is waking up from the false, from the old, from the separation programming into unity consciousness, into connection, and into manifesting from our heart center. The grand awakening is upon us, November 25th. And today from Elizabeth, Peru, we've been building to this moment all month as the moon becomes dark and new over the coming 24 to 36 hours. We're being pulled within to be in the moment and decide what is truly important in our life going forward. As we begin a new week and are just about to experience the great movement of Neptune direct, Earth's heartbeat has risen to 68 hertz over the past 24 hours. Did you feel it? Have you been opening up and letting your truth flow? From ElizabethPeru.com. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Yellow Rhythmic Warrior. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its key words are balance, organize, and equality. The 6th day of a wave spell is about taking care of practical things. These grounding practices help us to rebalance. It's not healthy to be away with the fairies all the time. You have a body and a life to take care of, and today is a great day to do just that. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents intelligence, questioning, and fearlessness. Warrior invites us on a quest today, and as it is a rhythmic day, this quest is about getting things done. This number combines well with Warrior as both are very practical. Get into your rhythm today, organize a quest, or make it your mission to be more organized. Be brave about and tackle things you've been afraid of. Warrior lends us courage today. And from Christina Papagiorgio, Yellow Rhythmic Warrior, Kin 136, 25 November 2019, 25/11 2019, 723, equal 12, equal 3, 25 Judgment, learning from past experiences, mistakes, 7 Mystic, magic, spiritual solitude, 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creation, truth. Kin 136 equal 10, manifestation day. The final surrender. A momentous day for the Rainbow Warriors to release and surrender their battle over darkness and light. Whatever your lifelong battle challenge has been, today is the day to surrender it to the divine. The inner battle is over and the days of the peaceful warrior beckon. This day is very significant, especially for any planetary kin that have the Yellow Warrior anywhere in their galactic signature, particularly in the conscious self or the challenge gift position. Day 6 in the Blue Monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and return to innocence. Today we are organizing our physical reality for more balance by surrendering the fight in order to play. We are organizing the available resources to play with magic and allow for more bliss, joy, and abundance to manifest in our lives in our beautiful new world. The tone of creation, rhythmic, tone 6 in this physical realm, action balances. Power organizes, essence, equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk. but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today is a great day to find balance in your physical reality, body, by clearing and releasing any energetic blocks that have kept you bound in a continuous battle for survival. Surrendering and organizing for greater alignment to divine abundance and joy. Today we are organizing our physical reality for greater balance and more equality. A fantastic day for decluttering your house space, organizing your office, attending to your schedule, activating your wealth career areas with feng shui, creating a vision board, journaling, planning, or reflecting on your goals and dreams. It is time to take action. Your dreams, bringing them forth into your physical reality. Imagine a peace-filled world of wondrous beauty, grace, and natural abundance. So, precious hearts, a very powerful day to be fearlessly face and surrender what needs addressing and rebalancing in your physical world in order to manifest greater abundance, joy, and happiness. Today's question is, what battle do I need to surrender in order to organize my physical reality for greater balance, joy, and fearless abundance? Divine blessings for the manifestation of greater balance, bliss, and joy in all aspects of your physical reality. Namaste. So there we have it for our transmission today. A couple quick stories. But first off, please, when you have a moment, leave a comment below this video on what you're experiencing through these great shifting energies, what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your visions, your dreams, what you see for the new earth. And be sure to subscribe to the channel below. Click the subscribe button and the little bell next to subscribe to get future notifications. So last night, after I was up to about 3 a.m. working on yesterday's transmission because we had a couple technical problems. The first recording I did, which was about 40 minutes, it was massive interference. I wasn't able to repair it, so I had to re-record it. But I spoke about the vision of the new earth, of us reconnecting as we bridge heaven and earth, as we reconnect with our loved ones through the rainbow bridge, through that have transition. And they can be pets, they can be animals, they can be humans. Many of us have lost over the years are some very beloved brothers and sisters, and animals, our pets, our sacred pets, that we will be reunited with, reconnected with on the new earth as we manifest this into the field, into the divine energies. So last night, after finishing the upload and retiring for the day, as I traveled to the other realms, into the higher realms, my astral self connected with my nephew James, who many of you have heard about in the past. He would have been 33 this year on 11/15. He passed on May 17, 2014. So 5/14 or 5/17/14. All these numbers coming through. I connected with him in the higher realms, and I knew that sometimes of course, we connect in the dream world or sometimes in the astral planes, which both worlds are connected, they're overlap. These really aren't separate places, but when our dream consciousness is in that realm, is when we bring our waking consciousness with us, that we can merge different worlds and transition or navigate, we should call it, to the higher realms, to our higher self. We're infinite multi-dimensional beings, so our essence, our awareness exists in all dimensions, all timelines. And we call this quantum jumping, when you merge one aspect or this consciousness here now in this body with a consciousness in a seemingly separate dimension or timeline or universe, parallel universe. And quantum physics says there are infinite. So as I connected with my nephew and I was discussing with him before he transitioned, a couple years before he transitioned from this realm, I initiated him into the ancient divine alchemy arts of the lineage that I teach, called Kunlun, from Sifu Max, Ching Feng Dao Shi. So I was discussing with him that he could practice the Kunlun practices, and this is some of the practice I'm transmitting and guiding the Divine 44 with. So I transmit that through Sifu and other masters that you can attain rainbow body or freedom from the matrix in this realm now, at transition, at death, or on the other side. So I was explaining to him to practice the sacred arts in the higher realms to attain rainbow body for this final ascension mission, which we are all in the process. We're all part of this final mission, what is being called the Great Awakening, or the quantum leap of consciousness from Homo sapien to Homo luminous. And also yesterday, I was speaking with my mother, one of Divine 44, and a couple other people had asked me in the past what time I was born to do astrology chart or whatnot, and I never really knew the time. I never really cared. All I really cared about the 77 coming through is freeing myself from the matrix or from the simulation or from what we call Maya, the illusion or the wheel of birth and death. So I dedicated most of my life, far back as I could remember, to the freedom, to the knowledge, to the truth, total awareness, total awakening. I've spent over the last 30 years training with many masters, teachers, healers, sages, shamans, Zen Buddhist masters, Hindu masters, Christian masters, shamanic. Sifu's from the Blue Wolf clan of the Mongolian shaman, and he started his own lineage in the Taoist. So our main practice is a Taoist art. The Kunlun Mountains, most sacred mountain range in China. So I asked my mother yesterday if she knew what time I was born, and she forgot. There were 7 births, 2 were transitioned at birth, so there's 5 of us, all O negative. So she had to look it up on my birth certificate, and it was 1:12 p.m. on 5/10/1973, 1973. Which makes the 1221 even more significant. The 1221, the solstice that's coming through, is the mirror, 12 and the 21. Solstice, sun being still. And my mother told me, I've never heard this before, in 46 years of being in this avatar, in this vessel, that I was coming out the wrong way. I was birthing feet first, which makes a lot of sense to me because I'm sure I was trying to figure out a way to stay in the sacred cave in the womb. Of course, I thought, I'm not going out into that bright light, into the cold. I'm staying in this warm, sacred cave, which is funny because 2 days ago I had the vision of the sacred grotto, the sacred cave in Ecuador with the hot springs. So these are 2 symbols of the divine feminine, the goddess womb energy, the healing energy of Pachamama, of Gaia, Mother Earth, the warm waters of the natural hot springs and the sacred cave. And that's maybe why most of my life, since I came into this realm, I brought the void with me, the emptiness and the joy and bliss, that I've always seen this matrix as backwards or upside down. There was one Zen master that he would stand on his head every day, and his students would ask him, Master, why do you stand on your head every day? And he said, so I can see the world from the right way, this upside-down world. And then when he transitioned to mess with his students, he stood on his head and transitioned to return back to source from the way he came in. So this vision of the Healing Retreat Center in Ecuador is the prophecy of the eagle flying with the condor, the sacred eagle of the north, divine masculine, with the sacred condor of the south, divine feminine coming together in the sacred hub, the sacred grotto in Ecuador, South America. So if you are in Ecuador right now and you know of land for sale, you're going to be hearing me speak a lot of this now because my guides and higher self are not going to stop until I find this sacred land with the sacred cave and natural hot springs in the foothills of our beloved Andes Mountains in sacred Ecuador, South America. So please let me know if you know of this land for sale. We are seeing it. My team is seeing it in the higher realms to manifest this prophecy for this healing retreat and sustainable community, where the rainbow tribes can come together as a blueprint to inspire all tribes around this world to get back to time as art, living from our creative center, our infinite creative potential. These will be artist communities of sustainability and beauty and connection and ceremony and every day, every moment, becomes our sacred art. We create a sacred symphony. The Zen master would say, inch time, foot gem, inch time, each moment, foot gem is worth more than any priceless gem, because each moment is an opportunity for experience, for expression, for manifestation. And as we activate our infinite light, our infinite life, our infinite potential of the I Am presence that is here now in this body as one, fully awake, fully aware, we all step into our divinity to assist all life in all realms, to manifest our sacred self into this field of infinite potential, of infinite energy. And today was a beautiful day, about 56 degrees in Ohio, as I stood in the sacred river, out in nature, taking in the sunlight as the rainbow images were appearing through the clouds. And I stood doing water ceremony, the water medicine, in the cold sacred waters as the languages were coming through, the sacred tongues, the light language. Our family of the Wing Nation that was practicing water medicine with myself. I always enjoy the looks they give me when I speak out and loud into the sky from my heart center. Sometimes they look and laugh and shake their beaks at me, saying this sky is definitely not normal. But we have a good time, and the ducks were there. One time as I was in the waters, the ice-cold waters, standing, activating the hidden DNA, a bald eagle flew up across the river to watch, and she looked down at me thinking, this guy must have lost his mind. But no, that's a joke, because we know we're all connected. The Great Spirit comes to us through these winged nations. And also yesterday, the last couple days, outside my car door, in the yard where I'm staying, was many, many feathers, about 100 feathers, of many different shades of black and white. There were black feathers, white feathers, and 50 shades of gray, symbolizing that all the nations are with us now. All our brothers and sisters in the higher realms, the angelic realm, the star nations, the sky beings, the ascended masters, all our guides, our ancestors. We are all in this together, and we are here to fulfill this final mission, this omega point, where we merge all timelines. We're going through many shifts now, many activations, so that we can accomplish this final mission to manifest heaven on earth, to end the cycles within cycles, the dream within the dream, that we can manifest out of that energy our visions, our true life, our true light, our true love forevermore. So thank you for joining us on this great mission, beloved being of light. I love you all. Namaste.